Well, hello there everyone, welcome to the YouTube video here on the channel. Today we're at Dartford on the South Eastern High Speed Extended route by Dovetail Games. I'm going to get ready because we've not got a lot of time here. And I'm going to quickly enable all my safety systems because I always play with those on. Yeah, no, go normal, normal, normal. There we go. So then we'll do our tail lamps to the off position. And our headlamps today are running. Aux and lights on. So that means, because we do cut through a tunnel on this route, I believe. So it's always nice to have the lights on board so passengers don't get lost and fall over. And we'll release the doors. So this is Dartford Station on the route. Doesn't seem to be massed to write home about really, but that is Dartford, I suppose. Pretty decent artwork, you know. Pretty decent environment art. And then this is of course the end of the route that you'd go towards. This way you'd go towards London. Dartford, I would say, is a good place to extend to. That flanging is weird. Go in the cab of the 465, quickly lock the doors. Reverse will go forward. And our next stop is Greenhithe for Blue Water. I'm going to take power and we'll get out of here. So start speed 20 miles an hour. So I've gone at full power just to show how rapid these things can be. There you go, and we're at 20. So just going to coast for now until we get past pretty much halfway down the goods, the carriage sidings here. Sorry, not the goods loop. The carriage sidings. So this service is going to go as far as Gravesend, where we'll terminate. And then I'm going to be doing a future video in which we cover Gravesend all the way out to Ramsgate. It'll obviously be in TS Classic. I'm opening my video relentless now. Because that is what we need to be. We need to be relentless in the way we do our YouTube videos. So like I said, it's about halfway down here that we start accelerating. So roughly under this mast, I suppose. Not the mast, the arch. So go straight into full power, and like I say, we now go up to 70 miles. Actually negative, we do not go up to 70, we go up to 50. Yep, and then a 70, which is what we increased to. So not much to, well, the cab of the 465 is pretty well known at this point in the train sim fandom, but I'll cover it between Greenhithe and Gravesend. Like I say, this does feel just this part of the route to me feels strange, and I'm not sure why. You know, the Ebbsfleet to Ashford. I think it might just be because I'm not used to driving down here yet. That could be what it is. You know, but Ebbsfleet to Ashford, that sort of works for me. But the whole coming down here just feels weird. There's our 70 post. We are an 8-car train, so I'm actually going to go lighter on the power. That'll be passed now, so up to 70 we go. The next station that we'll be passing is Stone Crossing. And it's about 0.8 miles from Greenhithe for Blue Water Station. Just going to do a flyby shot here, give you guys an idea of the train, I guess. That's a thumbnail. And what we want to do is we want to go into step 2 of brake now. So that's step 2 there. And we're going to slow the train down in preparation for the station here at Greenhithe. Luckily we're stopping right the way down the end, so we're probably moving a little bit here, but I shouldn't have to go beyond step 2 on this approach. Now this station is missing stop car markers, which I think has been reported to DTG at this point. But what we'll do is we know from, well, you can see the guidance here, but we stop at the very end. So we're going to stop at the last DOO screens here, very top of the platform. You can see the rear end is still coming into the station. So we're going to roll right the way down these last DOO screens, and this is where we shall stop. I don't know, actually we should be at these ones. Oh well. I've got to work it forward, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Yeah, I've just realised what's happened here. So the way the gameplay is set up, that is a bug. The game hasn't been told to use stop car markers, or the stop car markers have been set up for the station. So it's just putting trains down the end, basically. Poke our head out and do a spot the old DOO malarkey over here. But yes, so 465, you'll see one of the Hitachi networkers, because it's the Dash 9 version. Again, starting to look wonderfully, you know, old and tatty here. Got the knuckle coupler at the front. Really good that they managed to keep the Southeastern branding permission, even though Southeastern's now defuncted. It's now Southeastern Trains. Don't think any of the trains have actually been rebranded to that livery yet. We'll get the doors locked and we'll get out of here. So we're a little bit late. Got, like I say, Gravesend is our last station stop, and that is, as you can see, about 3.8 miles, and it could take us 9 minutes to get there. So I'm going to put my foot down. I'm going to get going. So straight up to 70 now. So as we accelerate, I'll do a quick little cab tour. So this will be the PIS system, which doesn't seem to be simulated, but it does give you obviously the correct destinations automatically with the service. Let's clear this tunnel. So you do get some flashes, which is potentially third rail arcs, but it just reflects in a weird way, so I'm not entirely sure. So working our way around, you've got a two-tone horn. So B is the buzzer, interestingly. You've got a windscreen wiper. You've then got your door controls for the right hand side. Cab heating. This is a really loud ass train. That'll help. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Working your way around to the front panel, we've got the AWS reset, PASCOM alarm, safety system isolated warning light, speed set. So this isn't in use on the real trains. You know, one of those things. This is Swanscombe Station. We're at 2.3 miles to go now. Moving around, you've also got the speedometer. This screen here doesn't seem to work at the moment, but shows you the amount of power and braking you're putting on. Brake cylinder and brake pipe indicators. Parking brake on off. Regenerative braking is turned on. I think that's disabled because it on the units at present for reliability concerns. This station we're passing through now is Northfleet, and we're about to go flying over High Speed 1. We meet a 66 coming the other way. You guys know about MFA wagons correction on the back. You look down there. You can't see anything because that isn't HS1 yet. Yeah, because that was Swanscombe, so this will be HS1, which it is. Which you can see disappearing under us there. This is HS1 not coming. No, this isn't HS1 coming up to meet us. I'm just monitoring that speed as we come in. So we are still a 70 limit, but I'm just paranoid that we're going down a hill and I'm not really paying too much attention. You've got a throttle, 3 steps of brake, 4 steps of power, double amber, yellow ahead. You've got your reverser, master key, emergency brake plunger, safety systems and electrical systems, lights. That's sort of broadly. So I'm just knocking some speed out. We actually can brake really late. We can actually brake at the next signal for the stop. Now this signal is a signal earlier than I'd expect to be stopping, be feathered off. So I'm going to start braking fairly abruptly now, as the next signal may be a red signal. I'm going to approach it at about 20. You also have your DRA, which stops you taking power. Over on the other side, you've got your track circuit operating clips, you've got your detonators, and you've got your red flag, which is your emergency equipment. You've got a pull-down seat. And back here, you have systems which you don't use, although I'm paranoid approaching a red signal whilst looking backwards. You have another emergency brake plunger, which is probably more for guards to use when they're in here, because obviously the back cab's used by the guard. We're looking at you can see you've got, like I say, circuit breakers, standing lockout, door controls, which I'll show as well when we disembark the train in Gravesend. Up there you've also got your fans, and you can also knock TPWS to normal, but TPWS doesn't really do anything in TS at the moment. Some wonderful networking noises. There we go, so we're stationary, so we're waiting for this 465 I think to clear us. But what I'll do now that we're stationary, go step 2 and put the brake to neutral and set my DRA, which basically means it's a 4-step process for me to start out now. So we're just going to wait for that to clear now, which will take a couple of seconds hopefully. There we go, so we've now got the road. So I can release the DRA, single amber, red ahead, and take power. Now I'm going to accelerate to 20 miles an hour, but it's a 15 limit for the crossover. So 20 in the window. 20 speed limit for us there, so we are diverging. You can see it's the 30 limit comes in at this same place, but the 30 for trains going into Gravesend proper. Or into the through platforms of Gravesend, I should say. And it's a 50 limit for this diversion. We are also going to a dead end platform, so I'm going to approach very cautiously, just to ensure that we don't have any issues. I think the 15 will be going past that sign in the game, but it's good to get slowed a bit early. A lot of people wearing baseball caps in this game, in very weird outfits to wear baseball caps with. I will say that needs toning down. Like, it feels like it's about 20 to 30% of people are currently wearing baseball caps, maybe as much as 50. It needs to maybe like 5 to 10%. I know this is done in Chatham, which is the chaffiest town in the world. You know, that's where Dovetail's based. But come on, guys. So I'm just going to approach it 5 miles an hour and just coast it down the platform, really. You can see, by the way, from the end of the train, we are now within the platform limits, but I'm going to stop at the very end. You know, it's ages to the end here. You're going to go over those grids at less than 10 miles an hour, so let's take it up to 8 or 9. Weirdly, that seems to be an AWS ramp. I'm just going to draw up and stop under the very end here. So we've stopped. I'm going to open the doors. I'm going to put my reverser to neutral, brake step 3. I'm going to turn my tail lights on, turn my headlights off, and that is this cab largely shut down. Because I have to keep my cab energized to close the doors at the end of the service, we'll do that and then I'll show you the disembarkation process. So that is the process complete. So you can see we drove 6.8 miles in 16 minutes. Got a little bit quick at one point, but not the absolute worst I've done. Stop accuracy not counted at Gravesend, lol. Anyway, what we'll do is we will return to free roam with no restrictions. I'm going to quickly got 8 minutes until our train's due to go, but that's our personal needs break. So I'll open the cab door, close the cab door up, and that's the train closed. You can see as well, if I open the door, it hits the little latch in there, which is quite cool. And here comes a Javelin, which of course is what we drove in the last part of the route learning for this route. So anyway guys, that's going to be my train home because we're just, for roleplay purposes, it's the end of my shift. Love your hair, miss. 395005. That's fair, I didn't let you off first. My B. In fact, I'm crew. Yeah. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you did. Subscribe to see more from me on a semi-regular basis. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time guys. I'm ending the video in a Javelin, deal with it. I've changed out of my work uniform already somehow. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.